Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, The Spiritual Justice Gem. God is Quita, you can call me Quita. I'm sorry about the lighting. Let's try that. Okay. Anywho, hopefully you can just hear me if you can't see me too good. This video is about Kanye West and why he understands and knows slavery was a choice. This goes back to Jesus dying on the cross. He understood and he understands that the devil, that the people who crucified Jesus and had him put on the cross and had him to die were our own people. Not only our own people, some other people, but he understands that the black people was cursed because they did not accept Jesus. They did not want to accept Jesus. God put this light into one individual or one soul, that the way, the truth, and the light. That's why they say Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light, because he is. And they didn't like the fact that God did that, so they killed him. And so when they killed Jesus, they cursed themselves. That's what happened. People who killed Jesus got cursed. And so when they got cursed, not only did that happen, but first of all, let me just back up. People think Kanye West is crazy, but in order to understand the things of the Most High God, higher ideas and concept, you have to be crazy. You cannot be ordinary and think that you're going to make change or positive movement or something. That's not going to happen. Kanye West is ahead of his time. He's ahead of a lot of us. The Most High God told me to speak on Kanye West, and he is right. Slavery was a choice because God gave he told them either accept Jesus or you're going to curse yourself. They chose to get cursed rather than accept Jesus. They chose that 400 to 500 years of slavery because they would not accept Jesus. Okay, that is just point blank period. And I feel like Kanye West, he's known for being radical, and that's beautiful. And he's known for speaking up, and that's beautiful. A lot of people like he shouldn't do this and all that, but Kanye West is a genius. Kanye West is a true genius. And that's why he's saying, because I kept having Kanye West in my spirit for the last 3 days. And now this morning I heard they said Kanye West said white lives matter, and they do. Because he understands that being divided is a trick of the enemy. He understands that that's the devil's way, and he's trying to unify everybody. Even though we're different colors, we all come from a black woman and a black man. Abraham, black man. His is Abram. He's the father of many nations. Abraham. God changed his name from Abram because he was just a man, and then God gave him purpose to be father of many nations. Abraham, father. That's why he became Abraham. And Sarah, she was Sarai and became Sarah. However you pronounce it, don't come for me on that. But however you pronounce Sarai, she became Sarah because she had to be the mother of many nations. So understand this: that man is not crazy. Not even a little bit. He may be crazy to the multitudes of people, the masses, because you haven't reached the level of spiritual enlightenment that this man has. This man is spiritually enlightened. White matters lives, black, everybody lives matter. When it comes to this, what doesn't matter is when you're being used to be a distraction or a cause division within the universe, within the people. Because everybody, no matter how much you want to spin it, no matter how much you want to come against it, everybody comes from a black man and a black woman. Period. Point blank. That's just what it is. So if you don't like that, you don't like yourself, because you should be given thanks. If a black woman and a black man hadn't been created, then the world wouldn't exist. Period. That's just the way it is. So Kanye West understands that. He's been spiritually enlightened. Every time he goes to the crazy house, they want to call spiritually enlightened people crazy, but you have to be outside of your mind to understand the ideas and concepts. What Kanye West was experiencing is a high level of enlightenment. A lot of times, a lot of pain, death, and stuff like that can bring in enlightenment because you're seeking, you're forced to go within. Like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? And so sometimes a lot of people go through spiritual awakenings through pain, through death, or through some kind of tragic life experience. I'm sorry that happens the way, but that's just that's how I got an awakening. I didn't want to live. I honestly didn't. I had no will to live, and God gave me purpose. He put purpose within me. I already had purpose, but I had to realize I had purpose on the face of this earth, and me not want to live, God gave me the ability to live. So once I start to awaken that, I awaken that little bit, and then gradually I start more and more in awakening. And when you awaken, you have to ground yourself, and that's what make it seem like this person is crazy, because nobody taught us, nobody taught him. He learned all of this on his own. He learned how to, he didn't even know what enlightenment was. I don't know his story, but a lot of us don't know. We just start getting awakened, and then we have to ground that energy so that we can come back and teach, so you can understand our way of thinking, the way that the Most High gave it to us. You have to understand that those is you going through different dimensions in order to get certain knowledge. And once you awaken and go through those different dimensions to get that knowledge, he's reached. Kanye West has unlocked his genius. African Americans, African people have the genius gene within them. I'm gonna go back and link it in this video. Probably not right after I post it, but soon, because there is documented proof, there's copyrighted proof that these white scientists went around the world. They tested the black people blood. No, I'm not sorry. Everybody blood in the world. They went around the world, tested everybody blood. It's the Americans. They didn't test the African Americans here. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. It's a car next to me. But they didn't test the African Americans in America, but they tested everybody else that was in America blood. They genius levels is 6. They went around the world. Everybody, Asian, Chinese people, they genius levels are 6. They went to Africa. Africa genius levels is a 9. It is copyrighted. It is proof. They tested all the DNA. Their genius levels, this is the way I explain it. Their genius level is a 9, because they were so enthused on how that they survived slavery. How these people were set up to fail in every which way, and how did they survive slavery? And this is how, because we are more closer to God, because we were first created. So that genius gene is in us, just like that Eve gene is coded within the black woman. When God wants to create another race, he's able to, through our DNA. God is able to do that. So if we're the first, of course, anything that comes is more diluted. So if I'm the first, the Alpha and Omega, that means everything begins and ends with a black woman and a black man. It's just that simple. And that's a lot. I'm not saying that we are God. I'm saying the God gene, the God decoding is within us. So if we're the Alpha, if God is the Alpha and Omega, and he did this, you don't understand the death of genius that God put inside black people. And when you start to understand slavery and what happened, and I'm starting to unlock all that stuff, that they denied Jesus is the reason why black people and a lot of people was cursed. Even the who was the Indian people, because they denied Jesus, because God, that person was worthy enough, that soul was worthy enough to handle that light, and God put it in that person, because that person did everything the Most High told them to do, and then some. And that person's heart was pure, so God put it into that particular soul, and they did not want to accept Jesus Christ. And so they cursed him. They got cursed. The Indian and the black race got cursed. And now it's time for us to awaken. And we are awakening, because the curse has been lifted. It's gone. And Kanye is right. White lives matter. Everybody's lives matter. All lives matter. They do. They all matter. It's a trick of the enemy to create division, for us to say, oh, this and this. No. Everybody matters. It's the level of treatment. How you treat someone physically, mentally, and spiritually. It all matters. And that's all I got to say about that, you guys. I'm out. Peace.